Hello everyone, I'm back here once again with another video, and I've been on the internet a long time. It takes a lot to really get me mad, like, quite honestly. I've seen a lot of stuff. So when I went and just seen a video pop up in my feed, I decided to watch it. And by the end of it, I am like, this is maybe one of the most infuriating videos I think I've watched in a long time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'll link it down below. The Daily Doug decided to talk about copyright, whine, moan, and complain about it. And for me, I'm just going to be honest, so everyone knows, I've done reactions. I understand copyright. I understand the whole procedure. And for me, quite personally, if you guys want, I'll even post it up showing my analytics. I make absolutely nothing for my reaction videos, so I'm one of the ones that don't. And so with Doug talking about copyright, which quite honestly, for those of you who don't know how it works, you upload a video to YouTube, it has to pass checks. Now, once it goes in the processing, that's when it starts doing its copyright, looking around for copyright and everything. So, okay, I'm upfront about it, and most of the time it comes back as we notice there's copyright material in your video. There's not a strike against it. It's still visible. It's still up. But all the money goes to the copyright holder. That's usually how it works. Now, sometimes it gets blocked. And usually with that, you can appeal. And if usually your appeal is usually blocked again, and usually very quickly, that usually means the person doesn't want you reacting to that content. Like, that's one thing I noticed. So usually if that happens, I just completely drop the whole issue. Now, the thing about this that really made me just actually raise my eyebrows is when Doug went on the video and said, well, I sometimes take, like, if it's a video of something, I'll just take the audio and then just splice another image on top of it. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, why? Like, because quite honestly, here's the thing. All you're doing is you're just pissing off the copyright holder. Because they know it's the same channel. They look for it, and there usually is a reason. Now, from the sounds of it, what Doug was talking about was he was saying it was from an anime or something, or some movie from about 40 years ago. There also comes into the thing where I've been on the internet a long time, and I did a lot of research and talked to a few people before I actually got into doing reactions. The one thing they always said to me, never get into film. Anything to do with film, whether it be movies, whether it be kind of music videos, try to stay away from them because there's a huge chance they get blocked. And if the person who's in charge of that happens to get wind of it, there's a huge chance you could get a copyright strike. It's same thing with Gojira from the Olympics. Everyone's video is getting blocked, and it happens. But the infuriating part is the going through and being like, talking about copyright and then complaining about it. Like, Doug, you're a slop tuber. I'm a slop tuber. And for those of you who aren't aware, slop tubers are people that make content off of other people's content. Hence the term slop. It's never ending. It's like myself, who is it? Tectone's very open about being a slop tuber. He's like, yep, I'm a slop tuber. I'm here for the slop and everything. And most reaction channels, that's what they are called. That's how they're referred to by a lot of different creators. The problem I really had about this video is the more and more it went on, like, Doug, you're the last guy that should be even talking about copyright. I can understand Rick Beato. I understand his full point. But there also is a point to me, like when he's doing videos where he's playing the song on an actual instrument. That I can understand. Now, the times where he pops up and starts playing music and stuff, I'm like, you don't want copyright. Don't use copyrighted material. It's quite a simple, basic concept. And that's one thing that I feel like I was reading his comments and I'm like, this is weird. Because everyone's like, whether it's me just sitting there bobbing my head or Doug doing very deep dives into stuff and being very intricate about it, and even if he gets it wrong or whatever, but you're still a slop tuber. It's still copyright. It doesn't matter how it goes wrong. It's still copyright. Like, you can't make money off of it. I know some people have done the 15-second thing, but I'm like, to me, it's like pointless. When I started doing this, I was always under the impression I'm never going to make money from it. It was more to just grow community and just meet new, different people. And at the time, I just thought, you know what, it's just something to do. I never thought about monetizing it, never thought about, hey, well, this and that. To me, it's like, it's just a love. But I wish it stopped there. I really did. I didn't think the video needed to be anywhere near as long, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is going somewhere. And then he brought up his car broke down, his wife, and all this other stuff, and then Dream Theater. Oh, I can't go to Dream Theater tonight, which I'm like, okay. And I'm looking at the length of the video, and I'm like, there's quite a lot of this video left. Like, what is he gonna, like, what's he going on about? And he's like, well, my mind's not right. And I was listening to it, and I'm like, from the sounds of it, people were offering, because he already had the ticket, were already offering to give him a ride and stuff. And I could be completely wrong. But, and this is where the big but comes in. And I'll be honest, I looked to my wife and I said, how much you want to bet that he will keep saying he's not meant to, oh, I'm not in the right frame of mind, I'm not in the right frame of mind, all this shit. And within, I said, once he gets a certain dollar amount, then he'll cry, say thank you very much, and then he'll decide to go. And lo and behold, what happened? He hawed, did all this stuff, and it's like, oh, maybe I can go, maybe I can go. Like, to me, there's one thing, and I'll say this. I am sick and tired of content creators emotionally manipulating their audience and giving them money. Doing the pity, woe me, e-bagging. Because let's face it, Doug, that was e-bagging to the extreme. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it didn't need to be that. Hey, I'm not in the right frame of mind. I can't go. I can't focus on it. But to then be like, okay. And then once, oh my God, a super chat came in of the right amount. I'm sorry. I've lost all. To me, you're dead as a creator. Like, dude, grow up. I would say the same thing. Like, and here's the other part people don't understand. So they look at Doug, they see 600 and some subscribers, they think, you know what, that's a decent sized channel. Until you start looking at reaction channels. And I'm like, I think a lot of people think, okay, well, he'd be in the music community. No. When you go into reaction channels, they go all into one community. And you want to know who you're fighting against? Who the top dog is? Asmongold. That guy's the top dog. He can talk about anything for hours. And I'm like, great streamer. Made his living doing it. I think he's a really interesting guy. But then you're looking at some of these other ones. Like Nux Taku makes a lot of more Pegasus. Like there's so many channels that just do this. And it's outside of music. And I think that's one thing that I look at. I just mainly focus on music because it's what I'm passionate about. I really like discovering something new at times. Now, in the last little bit, I've kind of ventured off because this is the thing. I watch a lot of different YouTubers and stuff or streamers, and I understand where YouTube's going is it's going a lot more corporate. So the people like you and me are within, I think, the next year or two going to be off the platform. It's going to be all corporate. It's kind of my thoughts on it. But like I said, it's the amount of emotional manipulation. Like, well, my wife, I got to make sure she gets home. She's settled. All this, him hawing about it. And Then as soon as the money came in, bam. Well, make sure she gets home. She's going to be fine, all this, and just throws it to the curb. I'm like, dude. Like, and the fact I'm looking at the comments and, like, nobody calls out this emotional manipulation. Like, this is how I look at YouTube content creators. For the most part, there's very few. Like, there are some I absolutely heavily respect in this field. Like I said, I heavily respect Asmongold. I think he's a fantastic creator. He made a boat ton of money, and he understands the game. At least in the music sphere, I really respect Barry Robinson, Pete Pardo, Scott Lade. Anybody that can do this, talk, and not need reactions or copyright material to get ahead and to do the grind and just grind and grind and grind so that they can make some money doing it. All for them. Canadian Stud Muffin, Larry Graves, another one. Have absolutely high respect for that guy. But my thought is, like, why is it that these creators, especially ones that use copyright, seem to have this moral, like they're so morally superior that they actually have a say in this? This is my same problem with Professor of Rock. I'm like, you show copyright in your video. Like, you have no, whether it's 15 seconds, 7 seconds, whatever, there's still copyright material in your video. That is why, like, I can be a little bit more forgiving of, like, a Rick Beato. Maybe some of these other ones, they're just trying to use it as educational. There's nothing I've really, like, I've seen a couple Daily Doug videos. It's just high quality slop. That's all it is. It's all chasing views, chasing trends, trying to figure out which ones will get me more views. It's the same grind. Everybody does it. At least the one thing I am is I'm very open and honest that I don't make any money from them. Like, I've never wanted to. I wanted to build a community. I wanted to talk to people. Understand, like, okay, I reacted to this song. Why did you like it? Where is mine differing from yours? That's more my thing. And like I've said, I am so sick and tired of, it's like there's a hypocrisy from a lot of these channels. Like, your whole channel's built off of slop. Like, don't sugarcoat it. Admit it. Embrace it. Like, we're all slop tubers. I really don't get this whole thing. And then to emotionally manipulate your audience into giving you money. You could say, well, it's of their own free will, but the video didn't need to be half an hour. All it had to be was like 10 minutes. Really did. Like, you didn't need to stream for half an hour. Pretty much waste 20 minutes of my time and everybody else's. Like, all it said, well, this is the copyright thing. This is why I can't go to Dream Theater. I'm not in the right mind space. But, oh, yeah, if you give me enough money, I'll definitely do it. Like, fuck. It's infuriating. I know a lot of people, I expect blowback from this. I know there is people out there that'll probably defend them to the hilt. I don't care. And I think that's where me and a lot of different YouTubers differ, is I personally don't care. It's whether you have 1 subscriber or you have 20 million, you do this, I will call you out on it. And I think there's a lot of people out there got to stop being naive and start looking at every single content creator is not a friend, but how is he going to try and siphon every damn dime out of me? That's how you got to look at every content creator. Is because if you're continually giving super chats, it's very much the same like all the, what do you call it? All the chat girls. That's all it is. Best way I can describe it. The girls that say, hey, if you give me $5, I'll show you, you might see my nipple. $5, you might see my nipple. They keep giving $5, but the girl never starts showing the nipple. Because why? They got you hooked. And I think it's a great learning experience for a lot of people, especially older people on this platform. Be be very careful about a lot of these creators because a lot of them don't care. You're not your friend, you're just a way for me to pay bills. And that brings me up to another thing he said in there. Uh, where he's like, well, I decided to do this as a career after I lost my job as a teacher, and I'm like, been a teacher for so long I can't go back into the private workforce. I work manual labor, like stuff even criminals have said is inhumane. Like, I carry around 10-foot 6x6s, 12-foot 16-footers all fucking day. So when I hear people saying, oh, I can't do work, no, you don't want to work. That's the thing. It's not can, it's won't. Can't's the real C word. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions. Comment down below. Let me know. I'm just fed up with people. Like, here's the thing. I have respect for Scott because me and Scott can shoot straight with each other. There's no BS. Like, I understood from the beginning. Me going on the prog corner, I'm Scott's buddy on there that might actually be on there a little bit more now that I guess the music's going away on there. It's going to be probably back to the panel stuff, at least for the time being. So I'm like, you know what? Is what it is. I like Scott. He's a great dude. But I think there's a lot of issues with people on YouTube, and I think the last people to be talking about copyright are slop tubers. I'll say it. You guys are the last people that should ever complain about it. But anyway, that's my thoughts. This is me here signing out once again. Peace.